Crypto Caesar Capital. It is the 2nd of May 2024. Hope you're well. Welcome to the channel. So is it all over? Is this it? Has Bitcoin topped? Are we now going to go into a bear market? Answer, absolutely not. I honestly don't understand why there is so much fear and uncertainty and doubt within the market. It's all a bit bizarre, really. But in my view, I think that we are experiencing somewhat of a normal correction. I don't need to go back and show you the corrections that Bitcoin has during a bull market phase. It's pretty obvious. You can do it yourself, and you can see that those corrections are anything between 20 to 40% to the downside. So the correction we've had so far, I think, has been about, I don't know, 23% or so. Yeah, 23.21%. So quite normal, quite healthy. Not much really, in my view, to be worrying about. So everything you see on social media, I would ignore, certainly for the time being. But let's take a look at what's going on here. And let's have a look at some interesting moving averages, which are very helpful during bull markets. So the first one is the bull market support band. The bull market support band is a very simple, straightforward moving average. It's basically the 20-week and the 20-week, the 20-week and the 21-week SMA. And you can see it here on the screen in orange. And quite interestingly, Bitcoin has come down to test right at the top of that bull market support band. Now, you may have seen a video I did a few weeks ago where I said that if Bitcoin was going to break down a little bit, it would this bull market support band would probably act as support, which it has. So that's quite positive to see that Bitcoin has tested the top of the bull market support band. And as you can see, if you go back in previous cycles, once Bitcoin gets in this sort of uptrending fashion, it tends to stay above the bull market support band, but come down and test it. So you can see here, started its life off, came up, down to test the bull market support band. So there were two tests of the bull market support band before it then went on this parabolic move. Back in 2017, which I think, this cycle seems to be, from a sort of fractal basis, very much similar to 2017. And you can see here in 2017, right from its bear market low, once it got up in 2015, once it got out and above the bull market support band, it respected the bull market support band all the way up. Nice pullbacks to the bull market support band here, up, down, testing the bull market support band, and so on and so forth. So, generally speaking, in bullish trends to the upside, or when Bitcoin is in a bullish trend, it generally likes to stay above and respect the bull market support band. So what we're seeing here is Bitcoin has bottomed out in sort of November 2022, got above it, tested it, up, tested it, up, a little bit below there, but generally got above it, down, up, tested it, again, up, and now it's tested it again. So all quite normal behavior, really, for Bitcoin. So that's the bull market support band. Let's have a look at another one. The next one is called the super guppy, which is basically a whole bunch of moving averages. And the interesting thing about the super guppy is Bitcoin tends to do a similar thing as to what it does with the bull market support band. It tends to stay in the blue and respect the green moving average, as you can see on the screen. So going right back to the 2017 bull market, excuse me, you could see how once Bitcoin gets above and into the blue on the super guppy, and it flashes green, that indicates an upward trend. And Bitcoin tends to like to remain up within the blue and above the green, coming back to test the green in that sort of parabolic move. Little bit similar situation back in 2020 into 2021, although in that run there was only, I think it only tested it a couple of times, but still flash green, tested the top, up, tested the top, and then it just went on this big run to the upside. So what we're doing at the moment, in my view, is quite normal behavior. Essentially, we've, the super guppy flash green in November 2023, and we had a kind of a little test of it when we had this pullback here, got close to it, we've come up, and again, we've come down to test the top of the green area of the super guppy. So, quite normal, behavior for an uptrending asset. So those two indicators, or the use of those moving averages, suggest to me that what's happening at the moment is absolutely normal. Another interesting point is the fear and greed index. For Bitcoin at the moment, it is down in the fear zone. But you've probably noticed, if you track this, that Bitcoin had been in extreme greed for a considerable amount of time. Why? Because basically we've had 7 months or seven consecutive monthly candles of green. So that sent it up into the heavens, into the extreme greed area. But now we're back at fear, which is really, really good, because it means the market has reset. It means that, sentiment is now dropping, which is, always positive. So I think that is something worth noting. We are not anymore in the greed or extreme greed stage. We are now back into the fear stage, which is nice because it's kind of reset the sentiment of the market. So that's the super guppy and the bull market support band. Both are really good indicators when looking at bull market trends. And in my view, we are certainly in a bull market at the moment. Let's have a look at things a little bit closer. At the moment, previously, certainly for the last few weeks, we've been in this kind of range of kind of here. This is the high, the candle high or the candle closure in sort of April 2021, which is 59,288. And then we had the candle closure all-time high, not including the wick, of what's that, 66,867 or whatever. So 60, yeah, 66 and change, but or thereabouts. But what we've been doing is this has kind of been a range for Bitcoin, and it's been sort of chopping up and down in this range. So it's quite interesting what's happening at the moment. We obviously had this drawdown to 56.6, but at the moment, Bitcoin seems to be fighting to try and get back above this area. So this area at the moment is going to act as a little bit of resistance, but I think if we can see Bitcoin get above this area of 59k, 59.8, so let's just call it 60k. If Bitcoin can close a weekly candle, so if this weekly candle closes at around the 59.8 or 60k, then I think that would be a really good sign that essentially, it wants to remain in this range. It's come down, grab some liquidity from the downside, and now it's going to continue chopping around in this range for a little while longer. I mean, the worst case scenario for me, realistically, is that Bitcoin comes down and tests this area of sort of 51, 52k, which would be about a 30% correction or so. So again, that would be absolutely normal for Bitcoin to do that. But at the moment, it's showing some form of strength today. And it may well be that if we can just close this weekly candle out around about the 59.8, 60k range, anything above that would be, I think, super bullish for the month of May. So there we are. For me, again, I think everything looks pretty normal. Absolutely not concerned about this market at the moment. Macro doesn't look too bad, to be fair. You know, it's not as bad as people suggest it is. So, you know, absolutely no concerns and no worries. All right, that's the video for today. If you want to join the group, there's a link in the description. Check out the website, email us, or DM me via the main blue ticked Twitter account. All right, hope you have a good day. Like the video, subscribe, and I shall speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.